Hello and a very warm welcome to another round of Cook on Sunday. To warm up the January blues, it's myself, Chris, John Leng, Nick Davis. My name's Lee Keys and it is Cook on Sunday.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. John is as enthusiastic as ever,
Yeah.
but it is, of course, cheerful January, and this is where we hope to provide a bit of fun on this show as well.
We can eat ourselves to death. That's what we aim to do.
Yeah, everyone doesn't love
Gluttons.
food in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of it. So we did the detox one last week. So this week, we're going to cover some soups. And even though soup's simple, there are things to consider with soup, the type of breads, etc., you have with it. And we're going to look at the past and what we maybe used to do in the past and some funnies towards the end. So hopefully it'll be an entertaining show. So without further ado, Mr. John Leng,
No.
I think you've told me on the old grapevine that you've got a decent little soup recipe.
Yes, it's for French onion soup,
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
which
Hello.
hello.
Bonjour. Ça va?
Indeed.
Yes.
It is rather nice. I'll just quickly run through what you need to make this.
Onions, I imagine.
No shit, Sherlock.
So I'm no mug. Yeah. Go on.
You need a kilo of your favourite onions. Mine are Roscoff.
Okay.
I think they're the best. You need 2 cloves of garlic, salt and pepper, butter, a heaped tablespoon of flour, olive oil, a litre of good quality, not OXO, etc.,
Right.
proper jellified beef stock,
Right.
half a measure of sherry, 2 tablespoons of sherry vinegar, 1 French loaf or bâton,
Vraiment.
and 8 ounces of mixed grated cheese, Gruyere and Comté.
Oh,
would be
very
the
nice.
2 I'd choose.
John, just coming back to Roscoff. I thought that were a
That's
biscuit.
Biscoff.
That's Biscoff.
Ah, yeah, that's the one.
These are Roscoff onions. They're sort of light purple in colour.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I use them for everything. I think they're fantastic onions.
Okay.
Wasn't there a port that the ferries go to near Roscoff or something? French?
I think there is, yeah.
Yeah, Roscoff is a port somewhere. We'll have to Google that.
Yeah.
Heat the oil and butter in a non-stick 1.5 litre pan. And then you want to add in your thinly sliced onions. Now, the next stage is the crucial bit. You've got to be prepared to spend some time on this stage, getting all the water content out of the onions and caramelising them. For a kilo of onions, you could be stood there thick end of an hour, right? It's worth it, I promise you. Keep stirring them and you'll just watch them basically boil down into this luscious brown muck in the bottom of the pan. Then when you're at that stage, add your shot of sherry and reduce that till it's almost evaporated. Add some salt and pepper. That's the first stage of seasoning. You'll season again at the end. Then a grated clove of garlic. And just give that a minute so it's stirred through and just let it soften. But don't let it catch. And then you add your tablespoon of flour. Stir that in well till you can't see it's there. Let it cook out a minute or 2. Then add your stock in. Stir that well. And when the soup thickens slightly, you can add the sherry vinegar. That just gives all the flavours a lift. Switch your attention to your bâton. Toast the slices of bâton lightly and rub with the other garlic clove. Then grate the cheese onto them and set aside. Put the soup into bowls. Float a couple of the slices of cheese-added bâton on the top.
You find that funny, don't you?
Yeah.
Flash under the grill until the cheese melts.
Right.
Enjoy.
To be fair, I thought it were going to be like really complicated, but
Yeah.
that doesn't sound as complicated as what it.
No, it's just time consuming with the onions.
Yeah, with the baton.
If you fry them too quick, they'll catch and they'll go bitter.
Yeah.
That's what you don't want.
Yeah.
It's all important. You keep them on the move.
I always have mental images with John, and I just see him coming with a neck of Roscoff round his neck, playing the part.
On a bicycle, yeah.
Yeah.
John, you can stir for an hour. What do you sing when you're stirring? Or what do you do?
All the French classics.
Marseillaise or something.
No regrets, Marianne.
Rat-a-tat-a-tat.
Chanson d'amour. Yeah.
Son d'amour.
Yeah, put some French music.
Rat-a-tat-a-tat.
The hour will pass really quickly.
Yeah. Or the accordion music. Yes.
Apart from that bird that won Eurovision,
Nicole.
Joe Lataxa.
No, she didn't win you.
No, she didn't win Eurovision.
She didn't win Eurovision. That's Vanessa Paradis, and she used to go out with Johnny Depp.
She was #1 in Near Christmas '87.
Oh, I thought she won Eurovision.
Really taxi.
C'est ça,
Yeah,
sweetie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vanessa
Oh,
Paradis.
The French Eurovision winner was a girl called Nicole.
No, she was a crowd.
Nicole.
No,
She was the one who drove Renault Clio's. Thierry Henry did Renault Clio adverts.
Oh, yes.
Nicole, Papa.
Nicole, Papa, Nicole.
They're crap at music, aren't they, French? They're great at food.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you got Charles Trenet. You got quite a lot of chanteuses, good French singers. So I'm not sure I agree with that. But you have to go back to a previous era. Modern French pop is shit, isn't it?
But they've never produced anything like Spice Girls or anything like that, you know. And all.
Thank Christ. You don't want to hold that against
What
them.
is wrong with Britpop?
Oh, most of it's rubbish, isn't it? What was it? It's sort of Oasis and Blur. Yeah, that's about it.
The last winner of the French was L'Oiseau de l'Enfant, performed by Marie Myriam in 1977. There we go.
77, great year for Davis.
Yeah.
Well, I will give you, and you'll know this, Nick, Brigitte Bardot singing Joie Joue, which is a filth. If you listen to it, it's nothing to do with a fairground ride and everything about sex. Play that out. That's a fabulous record. It's utter filth. Moi je joue. It's Brigitte Bardot, and it's disgusting, but tremendous at the same time.
What soup was she having when she was sung it?
It doesn't matter. That's the beautiful thing about it. It could be out of a tin.
Man soup, Nick.
Tremendous record.
French onion soup with batons.
Baton.
You'd have a baton listening to Brigitte Bardot sing that, I promise you.
Baton. A fabulous start to the show with John's French onion soup, which I believe there's going to be a video accompaniment to that with the producer will be making John's recipe. She's partial to a French onion soup, so that will be available to view, I would imagine, at some point, be next week.
What, the whole hour?
Not the whole hour.
Here's one I made earlier, wasn't it?
She might play some French music in the background, something like that, of course, to be on point. Nick Davis, I've got a feeling you love a bit of spice, like in soups.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a feeling whatever you're going to tell me
Definitely.
about making your own soup, it's going to contain spices. Am I correct?
You are spot on. I'm going to Thai, and you can use red curry paste or tom yam if you can get it. Thai red curry paste before you use it, because a lot of time you don't often cook with Thai. Stick it in an ice cube tray, freeze it, then put it in bags and just use 3 or 4 at a time. That way it'll keep for a lot longer. Some people buy all these pastes, and by the time they get around to using it,
Great tip.
it's all gone off.
That's a great tip.
I'll give you the ingredients as we go along. You hear a wok, and you add some oil in the paste, just a vegetable, whatever oil you've got, and a paste, and then just fry off. Slice some garlic, like mafia style. Do you remember in that film, Goodfellas or something like that? Once.
Polly did the garlic, with a razor blade.
Yeah, razor blade. You want as thin as possible.
Liquefies in the pan. It's a good system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you add the garlic for about 20 seconds. You want some good chicken stock. You can use chicken stock or veg stock. A couple of cups. This serves around 2. And you just bring that up to a simmer. A thumb of ginger, sliced up really, as thin as you can get it. Sling that in.
Just to interrupt, this sounds like Uncle Rural Gourmet. Bit of ginger and spices in a wok. It really does. Yeah, I'm sorry for plugging him, but channel on YouTube, Uncle Rural Gourmet. Give it a watch. It's quite funny. John likes it as well. Carry on, Nick.
You sting this ginger in. A tablespoonful of fish sauce. Some spring onions, just chopped roughly. And a tomato. And what you do with the tomato, cut it in 8 and just deseed it. Sling it in. And then you stir that around a minute. Stick some prawns in. You can use chicken if you want, but I use prawns. Buy some nice ones, nice big ones. You don't want the little ones. And you cook those for about 3 minutes. Then sling in some brown sugar and a little bit of lime juice. And then a minute from the end, sling in some coconut milk, about 100 mils. Then stir it around for 2 minutes. Add some coriander, and that's a sort of Thai red curry, stroke coconut, stroke prawns. You can sling in mushrooms if you want things, but spicy thing that I do occasionally when I can be asked.
That's pretty good. And again, simple. And I love the tip with the ice cubes freezing the. I like that. I think that's a cracking.
But you can use that for so many things that you buy spices or you buy a paste and you use it once, you never use it. Freeze the thing and use it.
Yeah, French onion soup and, of course, Nick's Thai-themed soup. Don't forget, I'm a food novice, really, but is that to give it texture and to thicken it up? And
the coconut milk gives it a tang as well, doesn't it?
Sweetness as well, isn't there?
Would you use full fat or light?
Oh, yeah, I always use full fat. I can't be bothered anymore.
Oh, God, yeah, full fat.
I agree.
Whoever invented margarine should have been shot.
Yeah.
I go for full fat, but I just don't have a lot of it all the time.
Yeah, it's same in milk. I don't go for this skimmed or semi-skimmed milk because they are taking the nutrients out of it. Full fat milk is actually good for you in the right quantities.
Yeah. In moderation.
Yeah, it's goodness, it's calcium. Whereas start taking the nutrients out of it because of health kicks. Oh, it's fattening is full fat milk. Well, yeah, but things are fattening. That's what humans live off.
Anybody saying the light red top milk and lying?
Yeah, it's white water, isn't it? It's horrible.
Yeah, I agree. So there you go. So 2 lovely soup recipes there. It'd be interesting to get your feedback. And of course, don't forget, if this is your first time listening to the show, please like and subscribe and hit the notify button on YouTube for future episodes, etc. You will get to see the producer make the French onion soup. So yeah, all good. This is the thing about soup. Soups are relatively simple things for anyone to learn to make, and even I've made soups in the past. I think an accompaniment to soup is really good bread. So I want to know, what is the best bread to have with soup? John, I'll start with you. Lots of connotations here. You can have sourdough, you can go on and on and on and on. You can have bâton.
Bâton, vraiment.
I find sourdough a bit dense for my taste.
Me too. Yeah, I agree, John.
I agree.
It's dodgy.
I like a fairly fluffy bloom, something like that.
Yeah.
Nice and crusty on the outside, soft on the inside. Still warm from the oven.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lashings of President's unsalted butter.
Yeah. Yes.
My wife has this thing of she doesn't use butter, but she just gets her bits of bread and she throws it in the soup, and that drives me mad. I can't have that at all.
So what was I do that? What's wrong with that? Is that a bad thing?
I like bread with butter. It all becomes one thing. You might as well sling gnocchi in there or something like that. I just think there's a contrast between the hot soup and the bread and the butter. I used to have toast with soup.
Yeah, I do as well. I don't mind. That's nice, actually, toast.
I like the crusty bread. Like John says, it's nice to bite into some warm crust and then, like you say, a fluffy middle. That's probably my pick as well.
No, I love a seeded bloomer. Poppy seeds. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Seeded bloomer.
Yeah, poppy seeds or something.
There you go. McDonald's. Do they still have seeded buns?
No, they have sesame seed buns, don't they? For like the Big Macs, etc. Burger King do Wagyu burger. That's got sort of black seeds on the bun, etc.
Croutons, then. Is croutons a yes or a no? And if it's a yes, are croutons worth the effort to make your own?
Yeah, they're worth. Depends. Sometimes you can't be asked. Depends how much time you've got. But then they're worth it. Yeah.
Nick, for the simpleton, how would you make your own croutons?
I'd rub garlic with bread, and as John, would you stick them in the oven for how long, John?
Just till the croutons, basically. I don't put a time limit on. I just keep checking them, and once I check them and say, "Oh, they're now croutons."
I'd rub them with garlic. It's ages since I made them. I fried them quickly, but then you can turn it into fried bread, which is not much different.
Yes.
You have to keep an eye on them. Would I be asked to make them in a moulder?
Can't be bothered. Honestly. Nah.
Right. Interesting there. Like, what do you think, listeners? Do you like your croutons? Or are croutons just a waste of time? Like Chris thinks.
Yes, nonsense. Yes, rubbish. Waste of time. Little cubes of bread.
Do you prefer a bâton?
Yeah, I prefer bâton.
Bâton, the word of the show.
Bâton.
You should do a word of the show week. Yeah, bâton. You have bâton with your French onion soup. Yeah. Supermarket soup dupes. Right. So this is a top tip part of the show where
supermarket soup what?
Dupes.
What's a dupe?
Right. So you know the people that can't be asked to make their own.
Yes.
And don't listen to this show at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
For obvious
Not
reasons.
billions of people, then you mean?
Yeah, about 8.69 billion
people
like
who don't know of our existence. Yes. That that demographic.
That many.
Yeah.
Supermarket soup dupes. As in, I want to make this a regular feature on the show where if we feature a certain food or whatever, have you got any tips for saving money? Because obviously in these climates, people that ain't got a lot of money.
Don't eat, I think's the answer.
I've got a couple of tips to start us off if you've got nothing.
I've got plenty.
One's not soup related, but there are two things here.
Go on.
The tomato soup at Aldi is a third of the price of a Heinz tomato soup.
Right.
It is identical.
Is it? Because I love Heinz tomato soup like crazy. I think it's fabulous stuff.
It's a third of the price, and I promise you, because I've had plenty of it, it is exactly the same for a third of the price. Right. I promise you. You'll barely taste the difference.
Fantastic.
Might be a slight variation, but it's not much. The second top tip is, I couldn't believe what I read this week. Somebody on social media that alerted us to it, and then the producer went out to the shops today. It's burgers, right? Mm-hmm. So Sainsbury's do a top-of-the-range burger, as an example. 53% beef in it.
Right.
Which is shit.
Yeah, it is. Some
right?
bread and guts, isn't it? Yeah.
A Sainsbury's Taste the Difference burger.
Yeah, that's the best one.
But it's frozen.
Ooh.
And it is, quote the producer, it is 48% British beef steak and 46% British beef.
Right.
So 94% of the frozen burger, it's the 4 ultimate steak quarter pounders. Taste the difference. That's the one. That's the big shopping tip. Instead of your 53% that you're buying on the fridge range and you're looking, I fancy some burgers. Go for the frozen ones.
Right.
Because they have to add more preservatives to the ones that aren't frozen to keep them lasting long.
Right.
So you're eating more shit.
Okay.
In essence, in that burger. If they're frozen, the patties have been made, then just frozen instantly. That's why it keeps, like Nick says earlier on with the frozen sauce. Again, another top tip there. I'm sorry, but that's quality, I think.
Yes.
So if you enjoy your burgers, go for the frozen ones and look at the content of beef on the packet. Is the tip. And it's a cheaper way of doing it because frozen burgers are obviously cheaper than the ones that they say come from a top farm in...
which contains shirt buttons, breads and all kinds of stuff, isn't it?
It's a bit like all these ads that you see. You know on X now, over 15s dating mature singles. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't look like that. That's really cool. I can tell you that. Only one over 50.
That's the algorithm. It selects based on your previous scrolling.
Oh, does it?
Nick.
Oh,
That's
right.
what it is.
Right.
Yeah, it's smart. It doesn't just appear, mate.
You're the reason X is getting banned. You've been scrolling on Twitter pouring ladies in bikini.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chris, coming on to your top tips, you said you've got quite a few. Anything to add?
No, nothing at all, actually. I have no tips. That's a monstrous calumny against me. What I would like to say is that there's quite a few websites. I'd like to hear what everyone thinks of whether there's any mileage in the idea of using tinned supermarket soup as the basis and then sort of zhuzhing it up a bit with some extra ingredients or seasoning. Has anyone ever done that? Have you taken an ordinary tin of soup and transformed it just by a few careful tricks?
Yes, I've used pepper and hot sauce and things like that. If I think a soup's nice, but it
needs a bit,
it's got no oomph to it, then it's peppercorns in it. You add some hot sauce, and then all of a sudden it becomes alive.
Yes,
and the taste quite good for sort of tinned soup, if you like.
But I mean, although making soup is broadly a simple process, I think we acknowledge that a lot of people just don't have the time, or because you do have to commit some time to it. So if there's any tips where people could just open a tin of soup and do something to it, enhance the flavour, that would be helpful.
Yeah, even in some soup, Henderson's relish would work for us northerners, Worcester sauce for you southerners, things like that. Henderson's absolutely craps on Worcester sauce, but
never tried it.
That's for another shirt. It is better.
Right.
I sometimes use chicken soup in pies, substituting a pie filling.
Yes, you can. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
actually, that's quite good. I've had that before, and that's not half bad at all. So you got nothing again. That's just I'll put a legitimate question. All you can get is Henderson's relish and salt and pepper. Come on, pull your finger out aloud.
Come on, man!
That's rubbish.
I've given you burgers and Aldi tomato soup, and you've given me nothing.
Well, I've given you the gift a question to inspire you, and you're not inspired. Come on, John, pull this one out of the fire. Help me out here.
Yeah, I'll give you a really genuine use for a Baxter's soup.
Right, go on. Yep.
And it's Baxter's lobster bisque.
Yep.
Now, if you're making a fish pie,
Yes.
obviously you would make a white sauce for a fish pie, wouldn't you?
Yes, you would.
But when you're doing your sauteing of the onions and adding the flour, instead of putting the milk in to make a white sauce,
yes,
put a tin of Baxter's lobster bisque in.
Right.
And a handful of grated cheddar to make your sauce.
Wow.
Lifts a cheese pie beyond imagination. And also, what you can use this for, if you do some tagliatelle, and once that's cooked, put a good splash of the Baxter's lobster bisque into a pan. Let it reduce down a bit. Then you want a handful of queen scallops, the little tiny ones, Put them in, toss the tagliatelle through it. It is one of the best starters you'll ever have.
There you go. That's what we want, Keys, not peppercorns and relish. It's the sort of stuff we want. Good God, man. Come on.
Just host this thing.
Yeah, it's just as well then, isn't it, eh?
It is. We have two experts here.
Was Baxter's the Adverts where they had the woman that sounded like Jean Brodie?
Edna Baxter.
That's right. Family-owned firm, wasn't it? She's been making soup since the 1800s, poor cow. It must be worn out, but
That's all I let her do.
Very hard in those days, you know.
Oh, tremendous. Yes.
Which brings me on to this final bit, really, regarding adverts of the past, whether it's food and the brilliant ones that you remember, like from being either younger or don't have to be younger, or any brilliant recent adverts for food. Nick, I think you mentioned one other day. I know it's not soup related, but was it the aliens on Smash?
Oh, yeah.
And then they smashed them all to bits.
That's well good, Nick.
That's a right impression.
I like that.
That was from back. They were so popular in the 70s, Smash.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And it was shit. It was absolutely shit as well.
Yeah, Smash or Wonder Mash. They were the two big brands of the 70s.
Yes.
Yeah. For lazy people that couldn't be asked to boil potatoes and get the old plunger masher on them and stand there for 20 minutes just to make sure there were no lumps.
See, I'm going to throw a controversial opinion. I had Smash involuntarily 6 months ago, and I don't think it was as terrible as I remember it.
Oh.
Try it again. No, swear to God. Yes, in the 70s when you had it, it was terrible. The latest iteration of Smash isn't terrible. I'm not saying it's delicious or you prefer it. It's not that bad. Not that bad at all.
Yeah.
Give it a spin.
They have mashed potatoes now in the aisles.
Yes, totally. Pre-mashed or cheddar mash and all that kind of, you know, a root vegetable mash,
Just adding to what Nick said, there's one that makes me laugh a lot. Or did do till they banned it. It's sort of food related, but Kinder advert with
Oh, yes.
They banned it because it frightened kids, you remember? Because
that massive egg that was terrible.
Oh, Kinder!
Yeah. That was
Double chocker doobie!
Exactly, sort of like some sort of child molester voice, wasn't it? It was horrible.
That was like the weirdest advert ever. And obviously it got taken down. Did you know why the Grand Old Duke of York and his 10,000 men, why they were glad that Humpty fell off the wall?
No.
It's because they all had scrambled eggs for breakfast.
Oh. That's piss poor. That's dreadful. Hang your head in shame.
Does anybody remember Gary Casper?
John, wrong shirt.
Wrong show. Save all this stuff for the main event,
Chris, coming to you, there must be a food advert that you used
to
like.
I do remember kind of the soap opera-like series surrounding the Oxo family with Linda Bellingham.
Oh,
And I always remember that. But I remember it for no other reason than the Viz Profanosaurus referencing Linda Bellingham and constantly grinding bloody Oxo cubes up with her fingers describes a situation where when one is having a shit and one's fingers push through the toilet paper, you end up with Linda Bellingham's fingers.
Oh, no.
John uses a washer anyway.
He's plugging that. He gets like a percentage of them all, But Linda
he calls it
Bellingham's
Norris McSquirter.
Yeah, that's him, isn't it? Ooh, Christ.
I just remembered an advert I liked,
Go on.
actually. The John West one, where the bears go down to the river mouth for the most succulent salmon.
Oh,
And the
yes.
bloke runs in from the side, and unbeknown to him, the bear knows kung fu. So he has this martial arts fight with the bear, and eventually prevails by kicking the bear in the bollocks and running off with the salmon.
It's
Yeah,
good,
it was good.
That was a great advert.
What do you make of the Captain Birdseye ad? Even as a child, I thought, here's like a conspicuously middle-aged man who takes a six.
It's up there with the Rolf Harris Learn to Swim.
Yeah, it is like with the crew comprising entirely of small boys in a boat in the middle of the ocean.
Pedophile.
Yeah, it's got to be, isn't it?
If Teddy's popped up, you know.
And not the band leader either, the Prime Minister.
Yeah. And for Brucey Burner, Cyril Smith down
Cyril
below.
Smith,
there.
rubbing his hands, licking lips. Ooh, gold.
It's gone downhill.
You couldn't take Cyril Smith out in a boat because Greenpeace had tried to refloat.
Or the Japanese would have harpooned him, actually.
There you go.
Oh dear.
This has been a corking show to do. I hope everyone has enjoyed it as much as we have. It cheers us right up in what is Blue January for everyone. So please keep listening to this show. Like, subscribe, and click the notify bell on YouTube. And if you're into your horse racing, if you found this channel a different way, we also do a podcast called The Barstewards Enquiry, which is similar satire, and that's out on a Sunday evening discussing all racing topics with a satirical as well as a serious view on the sport of kings. That's all from me, Chris, John and Nick. Bye for now.